Unbreakable Kimmy Schmidt är tillbaka med en ny säsong hos Netflix. Tituss Burgess spelar en av huvudrollerna i komediserien som Tina Feys och Robert Carlock har skapat. Expressens Mattias Bergqvist snackar humor med skådespelaren.
So if I say Tina Fey, what's your first spontaneous reaction? Thoughtful. Explain.
Well, she has her hands in every facet of production. She's also working on another pilot or I think they filmed it for another TV show. And I think she had 3 movies out in the last year. And no one has their focus more split than her. And yet, every minute detail gets all of her. So how she's able to do that is beyond me. But thoughtful is the first thing that comes to mind.
Yeah. You were talking earlier at the panel about the scripts and stuff. That you didn't want to change that much, and there's no place for improv.
First of all, when you have writers of their caliber, they certainly don't need actors improving upon their work. I didn't know anything about season 1 going. First of all, thank you for asking questions that are different. So bravo to you. I knew nothing about season 1 going into it. And I find I prefer it that way because the less time I have to think about what Tituss is going to do, the more inauthentic I feel the performance. And they have taken great care to put every subject and predicate, every dangling participle in the right place. And all of those things go into why it's so funny. That coupled with our performances, I suppose. But when you get a sentence incorrect, it is not the same, and you have to stop. And then they come up and they go over it with you and help you figure out a way to memorize it so that it is on autopilot when you deliver it.
Yeah.
But they don't need our help. They got this thing.
But isn't that, you said that if you get one word wrong, Absolutely. It all falls apart?
It's like a house of cards.
Yeah. But isn't that hard as an actor going in? You have to do everything?
Oh, of course it's hard.
Yeah.
And the way our language on the show is filled with so many thought processes in one paragraph.
Yeah, that's real true.
That it's meandering and winding, and it's very hard to... let me rephrase this. It is hard to memorize, but I also find when I'm working on another project, it's harder to memorize the way someone else writes.
I see.
Because my mind is so in this world, figuring out clever ways to connect dots that are so far apart, which makes their writing so interesting because you never know where the joke is going to land. No. And so you're truly following the yellow brick road.
So season 2 of Unbreakable Kimmy Schmidt. Why should anyone watch it? Tell me.
Well, this is the foreign press. I was going to talk about my country, but I don't know what's going on in the rest of the world other than how it's filtered in through and to America. But I do know that humor is healing. And I think it is important to have a place to go where you can zone out and where I can guarantee that at the end of 30 minutes, you will have laughed something out of your system.
The tone in season 2 is a little bit different than season 1.
This is, you've done your homework.
Yeah. Can you say something about that? And
Sure.
how was that as an actor?
The tone, let me rephrase that. The tone is not so much different. there's more time. It was filmed with the intention that it would be on NBC, which gives you 21 minutes of story to tell. Now we get about 6 to 7 more minutes per episode, and that is a lot of time to increase storytelling. So I think what might be interpreted as a difference in tone is more a difference in content. And when you know more, you perhaps look at and view the show through a different lens. Jokes have more time to breathe. It's not so fast. There's more time for ideas to settle.